So we are going to, I have the invitation, or the invitation is offered to move into loving kindness. And traditionally, in many monasteries, there's the invitation to begin with forgiveness, and we haven't done that. And as I'm just landing this on you, we're just going to do forgiveness for ourselves. So don't feel like, because it's like, no, I'm not ready. Do not ask me to do forgiveness. Could you give me my notes on the chair? So, and I wanted to dedicate this session for all those in our community who have died, and for all of us who have been impacted by the death of friends or partners or Sangha members. And I wanted to take the opportunity for us to hold, in particular, Aiden, who's part of our Sangha, with our love, and their friend Craig. Chris. May they be held in the waves of our love and caring. Carrying them forward into the future. For our other friends or people we know who have died. May they be carried by our love wherever they go. Raining blessings for well-being on all these beings. Especially those who have suicided. May our love somehow, in some way, touch them into their own love. Thank you. Then just making sure or checking in that you're cozy and comfortable. Taking a moment to ground into your sitting or lying down, or your blankies, your pets, house plants, teddies. Yeah, I have a teddy too. I'll bring it tomorrow. And continuing in the invitation that Mel set us to relax, because we're inviting a field of caring. Caring cares, it can't harm by definition. So being able to relax into this intention. Or wish. I'm wishing well-being for myself, and I'm beginning by offering myself the possibility to let go of the places that live inside of me that might have shame or judgment or blame in them. And that in particular conditions that blame or shame or judgment arises, and I believe them and believe I deserve them. And forgiveness is the quality of mind that unburdens ourselves of these energies, in the understanding that we never actually do ever deserve them. It's that willingness to take a leap into an open heart that includes imperfection and mistakes, without blame, shame, and judgment. We understand that those energies are energies we've used to defend ourselves, because it's so vulnerable and sometimes unsafe to have an open heart. So no blame for the blame. But it might be in this moment or in future moments that just now we're safe enough to be able to unburden these energies with the forgiveness phrases. May I allow myself to be a student of life. May I forgive myself. May I allow myself to be on this journey of learning that hasn't been completed yet. May I forgive myself for one or two places where I've harmed myself through believing my own judgments. May I allow myself to be imperfect and to make mistakes. May I let go of insisting on a timeline. allow myself to be imperfect. May I forgive myself so that I can care for myself in my imperfection. And if in offering these phrases there's contraction and resistance, no problem. I'm taking this opportunity this evening to plant the seed that whenever I'm ready, may there be forgiveness. If not now, in the future, no problem. May I forgive myself for insisting my practice should be better or different than what it is. May I allow myself to be a student and still learning. May I forgive myself for insisting that how I am in this moment isn't good enough. May I forgive myself. And if I can't, may I be able to whenever I'm ready. No problem. May I hold myself in unconditional love, just as I am, imperfect, a student, not completed. May I hold myself in love. May I forgive myself for the places that I can't. May I allow myself to be a student of life and still to be learning. I am planting these seeds, if not now, in the future. If you feel ready, calling in someone that you've hurt, not a big hurt to begin with, just a little something. You got really irritated or your judgment came up in relationship to this person. Asking for their forgiveness. Taking your time, feeling your way. May you forgive me. May you too allow me to be a student of life and to make mistakes. Imperfect, still learning. May you forgive me. And if you can't, no problem. May you be able to do so whenever you're ready. See if there are others in your life you would like to offer this possibility of forgiveness. May you forgive me. I would like to be accountable, and that expresses itself best in the field of forgiveness. And friendship and caring. May I forgive myself as well in these places where I know I've harmed or hurt others. May I forgive myself. May I allow myself to be imperfect. May I allow myself to be a student still learning. May I be able to let go of judgment, shame and blame so that I can heal. Then perhaps it might be helpful to come back to the body and notice the touch of cloth against your skin. And how the body is being supported. The earth underneath that support. The air gifting itself as breath, noticing the breath and how it's received in the body. And then offered back freely. And then if you're ready, and only if you're ready, calling up someone who has hurt you, but not a big hurt, a little hurt. They forgot to invite you to their birthday party. Or someone who wasn't able to really listen to you or acknowledge your experience. And just if you're ready, and it could be someone you don't know, like the person who works in the post office who's always a little grumpy. Wherever it's safe. Calling in the wish, may I be able to forgive you. May I allow you to be a student still learning. May I allow you to be imperfect and to make mistakes. And if in saying this, my heart is in resistance, no problem. I plant the seed, if not now, in the future. Wherever you can offer forgiveness. May I forgive you. Letting go of my judgment, shame and blame, allowing you to be imperfect, to make mistakes. If you feel ready, you can include some other people wherever it feels possible. And if it doesn't work, find someone else. The Amazon driver who keeps leaving the package at the wrong house. And as we come close to the end of our session together, not session, the end of this time together, maybe you would like to offer a blanket forgiveness for how all of life is imperfect. Forgiving life itself for its imperfections. Being able to let go of judging life. Wherever there's a larger judgment, those in power, wherever there's a little opening of disappointment that moved to a defended heart, or sadness, may I let go of my judgment, of my defended heart. Then coming back to your bodies again. May this body relax all the way into the field of and space of no judgment, of a heart that would like to open, if not now, in the future. Relaxing into that, letting the breath breathe into that. Feeling the well-being of that. Thank you for your practice. Sweet dreams.